Hi guys, welcome back to the next SamDjanShow. Today I'm ranking top 10 worst TV moms, so let's get into it. Welcome back. Today to the next episode of SamDjanShow. We talk about pop culture. Today I'm ranking top 10 worst TV moms. Before I do, don't forget to subscribe. Notification bell was up. So today we'll be ranking top 10 worst TV moms. And so before I do that, so get to subscribe. Notification bell was up. So today I'm going to be doing worst TV moms. I did do worst TV dads, which I think that one was much easier, but I just feel like this one was harder. And So let's just get into it. Now I have 10 and I have 5 honorable mentions, so let's get into it. So number 10, I have Norma Bates from Bates Motel. I'm actually going to go with the one from the TV show and not the movie, because the movie, when she's dead, she's a corpse. So, yeah, Norma Bates in Bates Motel. She's played by Vera Farmiga, and I actually like her. I feel like her performance is really good. I think in the beginning she's fine, but obviously Norman gets to yeah. So yeah, her relationship with Norman, and obviously Norman is obviously likes her, and obviously, yeah, obviously she dies in season 4, and season 5, she's pretty much just shows up in Norman's mind, and then yeah, you see her corpse at the end, but yeah, I just don't really like her. I just feel like she just wasn't that good of a mom. I feel like Vera Farmiga, her performance is really good, and I really like her. But this show kind of like is its own thing. It kind of deviates from the source material. You just have to treat it as its own thing. But yeah, I really liked her. But I feel like Vera Farmiga, her performance is really good. It's Norma Bates. Number 9, I have Monica Gallagher from Shameless. I'm gonna go with the US one and not the UK one, because I feel like the US one is a bit more worse than the UK one. Now in the US one, she's played by Chloe Webb, and obviously she was married to Frank, and then she had all the children, Fiona, Debbie, Ian, Carl, Liam, and then Lip. And obviously she left them as she came back in season 1. Then I think season 2 she was back, and then she slit her wrists, and then I don't think she come back till season 7. But yeah, she just wasn't a mother. She always abandoned them. But again, I feel like Frank is. But the thing with Frank, he still stayed with them, whereas um, Monica left them, and yeah. And then season 1, she tried to get Liam, and there's Monica Gallagher. Number 8, have Victoria Davis from One Tree Hill. Now another person from One Tree Hill. It's Victoria Davis, One Tree Hill. She was Brooke's mom. And she was portrayed by Daphne Zuniga, and yeah, she's not in the first 5 seasons. In the first 5 seasons, she has her parents. You just don't see them. She's just mentioned. And no, so the first 4 seasons. And she appears season 5, and she's working with Brooke. And I like how we find out that we don't know it's her mom until Brooke calls her mother. And yeah, she's kind of like Dan Scott. She just doesn't really respect her daughter. She basically said she wanted a son, not her. And then she basically said that she didn't want her. And then Brooke gets attacked, and then so it made us. We thought it was her, and then we find out it wasn't. And then Brooke went to visit her. She had the gun, and I think 5 and 6. I don't really. I think 5 and 6. I think 7, 8, and 9. I think she's fine. I actually thought she's funny in those seasons, but yeah, it's Victoria Davis. Number 7, I have Judy Cooper from the OC. Now Judy Cooper, yeah, she's in the OC. She's played by Melinda Clark, and yeah, where do I even begin with her? She's she was the mother of of Marissa and Caitlin, and yeah, she's like, I think season 1 and 2. I don't really like her. I think 3 and 4 she's fine. Season 1, the whole thing with Jimmy, she gets an embezzlement. No, Jimmy gets an embezzlement, and yeah, and then she was going to then Marissa. They go pretty much it's Marissa, Summer, Ryan, and Seth. They all go to this party and something, and then Marissa pretty much sees her boyfriend Luke, and then there's another girl dancing, and then basically she basically ODs, and then Julie tries to take her to she's in hospital. She tries to move her to another hospital, and yeah, she pretty much blames Ryan for all of the way she treats Ryan. Yeah, and then she sleeps with Luke, and then basically Luke tells Seth. No, Luke tells Ryan, and then Marissa hears it, and then she hates Mom even more, and then yeah, then she marries then Caleb proposes her to her, and then that same day, the same night, Luke is drinking, and then he crashes his car, and then he marries Caleb. Then Caleb gets a heart attack in season 2. Then she marries Neil Roberts, no fiance. But yeah, her in season 1 and 2, I just couldn't stand it. I think 3 and 4 she's fine. I do think Melinda Clark, she does a good performance as Julie Cooper. Number 6, I have Lily Vander Woodson from Gossip Girl. And she's played by Kelly Rutherford, and yeah, there's so much with Lily. She wasn't even a good. I think she wasn't a good mother. Yeah, she did not handle Eric coming out well. She slept with Rufus the night before marrying Bart, and she basically hid Rufus's son from him. Was not honest with her family. Yeah, Serena committed. Um, oh yeah, I think the worst thing she did, she sent an innocent man to prison. Ben Donovan, which I think is probably the worst thing that he ever did. She got just arrested. She interviewed with Serena's proposal. I didn't like William as well. I didn't add William in this guy. I feel like William, he didn't have enough episodes, whereas I feel like Lily did. And yeah, I didn't like William too. The fact that they end up together, I really did not like that. So Stevie Vander Woodson. I do think Kelly Rutherford does a good performance. Number 5, I have Nancy Bar Winfern. She's played by Mary. She's played by Mary Louise Parker, and she's basically protagonist in the series. She provides for her family by selling weeds and stuff. It's kind of like Breaking Bad, except this came out before Breaking Bad. But yeah, she just wasn't a good mom. She just wasn't a good one, and yeah, yeah, I watched Weeds. Um, I watched all of it. I don't remember what happened in it, but I do think Mary Louise Park. I do think she gives a good performance. But yeah, the premise of this show is she basically sells weeds to provide for her family, and so it's kind of Breaking Bad. So Breaking Bad is it's a metaphane, whatever that is. So yeah, number 4 I have Beverly Hofstadter. Now she's from The Big Bang Theory. Um, now she's played by Christine Baranski, and yeah, she's a famous neuroscientist, author of physics, was the mother of Leonard Hofstadter. Yeah, I never liked Beverly. I do think Christine Baranski's performance is good. She was not a good mom. She basically just found out she was just using Leonard and stuff for her book, and I did not like her. She preferred Sheldon over her own son, and yeah, She's just uh and yeah, I did not like I did not like Beverly. I just thought then she kissed Sheldon, but then she was drunk. But yeah, I like the one with her and Mary Cooper, which I like Mary way more. I never liked Beverly. I do think Christine Baranski's performance is pretty good. Now before we get number one, I have some um no no season number three. I have Gloria Hodge from Desperate Housewives. She's played by Dixie Carter. Um and yeah, she was pretty much the main antagonist of season three. She was the mother of Wilson Hodge, and she killed her husband Edwin Monique Puglia and attempted to kill Bree. And yeah, she was in like 8 episodes, but yeah, I like Dixie Carr. She did a good performance, and then basically she breaks her back, and then she doesn't appear in the series again. But yeah, it's Gloria Hodge. Um, yeah, number two I have Penelope Blossom from Riverdale. Um, oh, now she was played by Natalie Bolt, and yeah, to me she was kind of like she was the villain. She was like the main villain, her and Hiram. And yeah, she was probably much better than Hiram was. But yeah, she was in. She basically abused Cheryl and then killed her husband and then staged as a suicide. And then she was working at brothel. And then after that, she was part of she was season three, the Gargoyle King. Then she shoots Hal, um, um, Betty's father in front of her. And that's pretty much it. Then she leaves the show, and then she comes back, I think, in season six, and then she lies to Cheryl, and then that's pretty much it. Then season seven, she comes. Season seven is kind of a reboot. I actually like Penelope Blossom. I actually do like her. I do think Natalie Bolt does a good performance. And yeah, so before we get to number one, I have some honorable mentions. I have Livilia. I have Livia Soprano from The Sopranos. Um, she's the mother of Tony Soprano, and I actually liked that. Now she did die, and then they had to. The actress did pass away, and then they had to get to new. They basically killed her off. Now in this series, in Soprano, she's played by Nancy Birchard, and Mary Saints of Newark, she's played by Vera Farmiga. I feel like she was fine, even though she didn't really get much to do. They have Cookie Lyon from Empire. She's played by Taraji P. Henson, which I've not seen Empire. I don't know if it's good or not. Maya Lewis from Scandal. I've not seen Scandal either. Um, Selena Meyer from Veep. I have not seen Veep. And then we also have Evelyn Harper from Two and a Half Men, which she just wasn't good mother. The way she treats Charlie and specifically Alan, the way everyone treats Alan. But yeah, her relationship with Jake. That's pretty much. I think as soon as Charlie dies, she just wasn't. She just wasn't. The way she treated Alan and just. I think she's fine the first 8 seasons. So yeah, now let's go to number one. Number one, I have Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones. She's played by Lena Headey, and yeah, she has her son Joffrey, and yeah, she's this whole relationship with her brother Jamie. And I haven't seen Game of Thrones. I haven't seen much of it, but yeah, so yeah, I have her as number one, and that's pretty much it. Now I was thinking of doing the kids. I might wait a bit, a week or two, and I do the worst TV kids, guys. Then we'll try videos for my next one.